Welcome to Styles in Focus, where we take a deep dive into the styles and sub-styles that make up the colourful craft beer spectrum. Paul, what colour is it today?
Oh, Chris, I'll give you a clue. What have the Spice Girls, Thai food, beer, and Billy Piper all got in common?
Ooh, is it that at some point they've all had a bit of ginger in them?
Joking aside, though, it's ginger beer.
Yeah, let's get on with it. Yeah.
So, Chris, what do we know about ginger beer?
Ginger beer, Paul, dates all the way back to 1700s in God's own county, Yorkshire.
Mamma mia!
Yeah, what? So yeah, 1700s Yorkshire, 1700s, back in the time when the British Empire was going through its awkward teenager phase, you know, going out all night, four corners of the globe.
I'm just going to go out and I'm going to do colonialism.
Yeah, I'm going out to do colonialism.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. They were out there sowing misery, but also innovation. Most importantly though, they were bringing home herbs and spices, and the most important of which for this video is ginger.
You bet your ass, buddy.
Yeah, so I don't quite know how it specifically happened, but it must have ended up in Yorkshire, and someone had the bright idea to use it in a beverage. But it isn't like any other beer. It's not like beer in the traditional sense that we know it.
Oh.
But you know a little bit about how ginger beer is made.
Yeah, might be stretching the kind of limits of my knowledge on this subject, but what we do know is what it was made from. So normal beer is obviously hops, malt, yeast and water. Ginger beer is water, yeast and ginger root and sugar of some description. I think traditionally it was pretty pokey. I think 10, 11%.
Yeah, so at the first iterations would have been probably around 10 or 11%, but of course there's no real way of putting a number on that in those days. But yeah, as with any beverage that is thick, boozy, sweet and strong, it proved to be very popular. Not only did it become a hit in the UK, but it also got exported over to the US, and then it started getting brewed in Canada, Ireland,
South Africa.
Yeah. But then something else happened.
Oh, you're not gonna mention the temperance movement, are you, Chris?
I was going to mention the temperance movement, but also the other T, taxes. Thanks largely to excise taxes, but then also the strange popularity of the temperance movement, thanks no doubt to the Puritans and like the kind of American thing. That meant that the alcohol content was nerfed quite a lot until it was pretty much just the ginger soft drink that we know and maybe love today.
Yeah,
if you like it.
The art of the ginger beer wasn't lost over time, thankfully, and it's making a bit of a comeback, and it has made a comeback, actually. I don't mean crabbies.
No, fuck crabbies.
Fuck crabbies. But from a craft perspective, there is one brewery in particular we're going to be talking about tonight, which is really exciting for us, and it is a brewery based in Yorkshire.
Ah, so we come full
circle.
Yeah. Well, let's get stuck into the beer, shall we?
Let's do it.
So yeah, DMC Brewery, based up in Leeds in Yorkshire. They have here a beer called the OGB, and it is, or claims to be, based on the original 1760 recipe of the ginger beer. So there is literally no better example of the style that we could be drinking right now.
Amazing. I'm really looking forward to this. I have tried DMC before, actually, and I think I've tried this one.
I'd never heard of them. I thought they were a motorcycle club.
You. I remember really enjoying this and thinking, hello, we get on board with this.
Yeah, I mean, I've had drinks
Ooh, look at this.
in the past, like some real ale stuff, like Enville, just down the road from us. They have a cask ale called Enville Ginger. It's their normal Enville ale, and that really does have a nice bit of poke to it.
It does,
It's quite nice.
Yeah. It used to be a bit of a legendary beer, actually, but I won't go into it, but it's gone down the Swanee somewhat over the years. But however,
this one on the other hand, so obviously what are we expecting from this? We're not expecting traditional beer.
You're not going to get a big foamy head on this by the looks of it anyway. You know what? I don't know what we're expecting in terms of look and taste, actually.
No.
we kind of winging this, but it certainly looks like it's got ginger in it.
Yeah.
It's cloudy.
I mean, it looks
ginger.
it looks more akin to a cider. Let's have a bit of a ronk, shall we? See what's going on with it.
Ooh.
I mean, straight away, obviously, ginger. But I'm also getting something quite lemon.
There's a load of lemon in there.
Lots of lemon there.
I don't know what ginger root when it's fermented brings to the table in terms of how it changes the flavour of what you'd expect ginger to taste like, which is obviously fiery and zesty.
Yeah.
But this smells really lemony.
One of the things that I'm really looking forward to, actually, because I do like ginger for that, just explicitly for the fieriness. I love the...
Yeah, I love
Shall
ginger.
Shall we go?
Hello, get me excited.
Throwing it around. Right, cheers. Good ranking, sir.
Good ranking. Oh, fiery.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tingling.
That's nice.
Oh, that's refreshing.
That's the thing with it. That right there, that's really refreshing. There's obviously there's a lot of... I'm not getting loads of lemon in terms of like flavour, but there's something that's just sort of cutting through the middle. You've got the ginger, but then there's some very...
Well, this one in particular is... Oh, it's actually got lemon in it, look. Brewed with fresh ginger, lemon and molasses. Well, that explains the lemon.
That explains it.
Smell there.
But I suppose if you're taking this back to a historical recipe, a lot of the stuff that would have been made then would have been fairly like basic bitch. They probably would have just had like lemons from this, from colonialism, that have had that. And they'd be like, let's throw some of that in there. That'll like add a bit of depth and flavour to it. And yeah, it's like ginger lemonade almost.
This is good news for me, really, if this becomes more commonplace. I don't necessarily mean DMC's stuff, which is, you know, the only frame of reference we've got really for craft ginger beer, and so far loving it. But you know, if this style took off, I'll be delighted, because I would really like an alternative to cider.
Yes,
I like a bit of cider.
Yeah,
cider fucks me up for the good quality cider does, and the stuff you usually get on tap in pubs anyway is bloody awful. But if this was an alternative, I'd be all over this.
I wonder if you can still snake bite yourself on this.
You could snake bite anything with the right attitude, I reckon.
Yeah. But yeah, slightly warming, bit of fire to it, and that is something that I am very much into. Like I'm all about a bit of spice. But it makes me wonder, how far could they push this? How far could it go?
In terms of spice? Well, wonder no more, buddy boy, because I've got something for you hidden away here in my secret bumcrack stash.
Ah, nice.
I've only got another DMC ginger beer, but this time with chili. Look at this.
Ales from the Crypt.
What a brilliant can design, by the way.
So what is this made with?
Ginger, obviously. Pineapple.
Ooh.
Replacing the lemon in the last one. Carolina Reaper.
Oh,
spicy boy. And a secret blend of herbs and spices.
Like the KFC
Like
spices,
a bit of chicken, we all know. Yeah, that looks brilliant. Love that can artwork.
Let's get
10 out of 10.
Let's get stuck in with it. Because I've never had, I have had chili stouts, but I haven't had anything that's, claims to have been made with Carolina Reaper.
Yeah. Well, you know, we mentioned Thai food jokingly at the beginning. Just so we could shoehorn a Billy Piper and Chris Evans in at the beginning. But, you know, ginger, chili, best friends.
I mean, straight away, that looks more like a traditional beer, but without the head.
It's looking a bit...
I say traditional beer, I mean the sort of stuff that we would normally drink.
Yeah,
in a,
I mean,
in a
that's the colour of a particularly hazy IPA, isn't it? It's even got a bit more head on it as well, actually.
Oh.
Oof. Completely different smell.
The pineapple's punching its way out of the glass there.
Yeah, and that's the colour, isn't it, as well? Oh, man.
Not really getting much in the way of ginger.
No, but that pineapple's got that kind of sickly sweet pineapple juice.
What's the
kind of thing going on? Oh,
5.5%, so it's not going to be...
a bit stronger, but let's go in. I'm expecting a fair bit of heat to this.
I'd hope so. Godspeed. Well, that's great.
It's just really, really nice pineapple and ginger juice. Oh, there we go. No, it's building.
It's like in Hot Ones where suddenly they just have it and then suddenly it just doom, and then it really hits.
Yeah, I mean, it's not being overpowering any stretch of the imagination, but it builds for a little bit, just lingers.
It is, yeah. And I reckon that's going to be cumulative. So I reckon the more that we drink of this, just the more it'll keep piling.
Put up to the chest, some short.
Let's go. It's one of those things. Pineapple juice, I love it so much, and it never lasts. Like as soon as I get like a pineapple juice, I literally just... It's like when you're hungover and you're in a Premier Inn or something, you go for breakfast and you get yourself the orange juice. You literally have to do that. Like you have to pour 3 of those before you go and sit down, because it's like pour, good, pour, good. and then go sit down.
So I was thinking about something else completely. You lost me just when you started going on about pineapple juice. That is brilliant. That is really, really good. And again, I'm saying I could sit there and drink that for a long time. I don't know how many I could drink in reality of those before it gets a bit sickly. But I tell you what, from, as you say, from a break in the big boy IPAs, and when you get hop overload, that's a cracking little detour, I think.
But yeah, I mean, as expected, the more you drink of this, that heat is piling on at the back.
Yeah, and it's just lingering.
Yeah, it's really nice though. That's
I love it.
You said that's a variation. Are there different ones then? So
yeah,
there isn't just the original. There's different varieties.
Yeah, so there is a tap room in Leeds that DMC run. Looked on Untapped, and they've got quite a lot of styles already brewed. I don't know how many they're brewing at any one time, but there's 20 something, 23, 24 odd styles on Untapped they do. So they do loads of variations. And actually, Chris, gonna pop this out of my special bum crack sack.
Oh no.
So yeah, they've got a couple of different options here as well. So this is brewed with rhubarb, elderflower, and another secret blend of spices.
God damn.
Yeah, man. And this one is ginger, ancho chili, cacao nibs, and another secret blend of spices.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
That does sound interesting. So a couple of variations there, but yeah, I think they've probably got, sort of 10, 12 maybe brewing at one time. So
great stuff.
get over to the tap room in Leeds and check them out, man.
Sounds like could be worth a visit.
Yeah, man. It's great to see something different and someone doing something different, and for it to be actually tasty and worthwhile.
Yeah.
So yeah, fair play DMC, hats off, man.
Amen to that. Anyway, that's this one. We'll catch you next time.
Cheers, brother. Bye-bye.